Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Down the Rabbit Hole News. I am the Rabbit. Shout out to everybody that's just joining us. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe, like, comment, and share. Let us know what your thoughts are as we're doing this content. Thank you again for joining us. Now, I wanted to talk about a character that I have been covering here and there, and the streets of YouTube have also been covering as well, okay? His name is Andre Vann. Goes by Maga Jackson, and he's gone by Geppetto Jackson. Now, I did a little breakdown about Maga Jackson and Meghan Walsh. Meghan Walsh is John Walsh's daughter. It is my understanding that Maga Jackson and Meghan Walsh had a child recently, okay? And that child was removed from Meghan's custody in the summer, right? And we were talking and harping about it because we couldn't determine or even figure out why exactly was it that this wasn't given the major coverage that it needed, right? Like, we know how well connected John Walsh is. We know, the ins and outs, America's Most Wanted. And Megan's been very vocal recently, has come out recently about her father and just stressing some concerns about his past, as well as him having all custody of her biological children. But why I want to, gear it over towards Maga Jackson. Maga Jackson, not only on YouTube, but all over, is a known scammer. He's been charged with so many scams. He has changed his alias from Geppetto Jackson to Maga Jackson, okay? And he claims to be part of related to the Jackson family. That's what he claims to be. His real name is Andre Vann, and he has a rap sheet that's pretty extensive, years and years, claiming to be part of the Jackson empire, okay? The man started scamming people under the name of Geppetto Jackson, okay? And so now he's found a new alias. He's trying to get away from the name Geppetto, and now is known by Maga Jackson. All right. He uses names that he feels like are going to bring some level of celebrity to him to scam people. As of recent, he has scammed several MAGA supporters, okay, Donald Trump supporters. Now, of course, some people will say, well, how stupid can you be to give money? Like, what is it? I mean, the man comes up with a business plan, which we were able to get a sneak peek of that business plan. Now, before I release it here, of course, I have to release it to my members first. My members will get to see that business plan from the Maga Jackson, the legit scammer, also known as Andre Vann, Geppetto Jackson. So I wanted to put out the PSA out there because, number one, this has been a long time coming. I've been in communication with a couple of victims. I have a really good source from those victims that have shared with me a little bit about the scams and how he does it and whatnot. Everything has been a scam that this man has done, and his rap sheet, and he's currently on probation for it. He scammed a lot of people, guys. It's all over YouTube, okay? Let me show you.
It's a local man who claims he's Michael Jackson's nephew and can make people's dreams come true. But many people claim he's a phony, and they say he used his supposed celebrity to con them out of their life savings.
Todd Ulrich uncovered the real story behind the Jackson claims and the damage he's done.
Next to Jermaine Jackson, the man who claims to be his son and Michael Jackson's nephew.
And I'm a part of a legendary family.
At many Orlando Magic games, Geppetto Jackson had high-profile, pricey courtside seats. His Facebook page is packed with celebrity connections. He performed in videos with rappers. And Action 9 found he convinced at least 15 people he could make their dreams come true. Christina Keenholz said Jackson promised her a role on a Disney TV series and showed her contracts.
It was going to be a Disney show. It was going to be kind of like a high school theme, kind of like Saved by the Bell again.
Over the next 5 months, Christina said Jackson needed money for company expenses. Her payments to Jackson totaled $60,000 before Christina discovered his celebrity was a cruel fantasy.
We just feel so stupid, and it just makes me more mad.
Christina and her husband had borrowed the money against their farm in Oklahoma.
Been a living hell. I mean, he just pretty much destroyed everything that...
Our investigation found his real name is Andre Vann, and in Connecticut, prosecutors charged him with larceny after a victim said Vann conned her out of $20,000.
After that arrest, more people said they were victims, claiming Vann promised them celebrity connections, then cheated them out of $400,000.
Brandy Burns and her parents paid Vann $140,000. It was supposed to be an investment after Brandy said Vann hired her to run his entertainment company.
I just felt hurt because we wouldn't be in this predicament if it wasn't for me.
We found Andre Vann remains in Central Florida at this home in Kissimmee. He declined to meet with us. Then by phone, Vann refused to discuss his Jackson family claim and denied misleading anyone, like he did on YouTube.
I did not impersonate anything.
The Burns, Christina, and others have gone to the police, but were told it's a contract dispute.
Just make it right. Just, stop scamming people.
Now, Vann entered a diversion program, so if he pays the Connecticut victim back, the charge is dropped. His attorney told me Vann is paying restitution and will complete the program to clear his name and give others their money back too. Let's hope so. Vanessa?
Absolutely.
Here's a bigger screen of what we are talking about. Here we go. Sean and Berta Jackson expose Andre Vann, Geppetto Jackson. This is Maga Jackson. It's about 6 years old, guys, but they go into deep about having been scammed. Geppetto Jackson, Andre Vann, beware of his schemes. There are other people that are speaking out about it. Why don't we hit it?
So I completely feel compelled to talk about this whole Andre Vann arrest thing because unfortunately I was dumb and I fell for one of these scams. Unlike most of the people that are kind of coming forward, I didn't want to be in the music industry. I wasn't trying to get stu time, or I wasn't trying to meet up with, producers and stuff. But so like this morning, I'm in my car driving to work, and from the Freak Show was like, yeah, man, dude from Tampa pretending to be Jermaine Jackson's son. And I'm like, what the heck? And then he dropped the name, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, straight face. Are you serious? Because I know dude. So basically, like a couple years ago, I would say it was like six years ago, close to 7 years ago, I was sitting at breakfast. I was in high school back at the time. And this girl walks up to me with this flyer, and she hands it to me. I look at it, and I just go crazy because it has Omarion and Marcus Houston and a couple other people on there. And it claimed that they were coming to Tampa in the high schools across Tampa doing a school-to-school tour. So me being crazy, absolutely crazy, the biggest B2K fan ever, like I'm like flipping, like with excitement. I'm like, what? Like Omarion's coming to my school? Like, oh, this is crazy, dream come true. Yeah, all that. So me, being like the network person that I am, I like called the number on the flyer and I'm like, yo, what can I do? Like, I hear Omarion's coming, like, let me help. I'm in PR, so I'm just like, what can I do? You need me to pass out flyers? Like, when's this happening? Like, tell me the details, all that. And he answers the phone and he's like, yeah, man, I'm making it happen, son. I'm bringing my boy O out. Gonna show him how we do it here in Tampa, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. And me being dumb, I'm just like, yo, that's what's up. Like, I sound so stupid. I know. And see, I know I'm going to get comments talking about, oh, you're just dumb and da-da-da-da, and I can't even front. Like, that was dumb. I was completely naive to just believe what he was saying. But I have to say, like, dude looked so legit. Like, I can't even front. Like, dude had me fooled. Talking about, him and Omarion go way back and that's his boy and this and that and all that stuff. And it wasn't, I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. Like, I was just a big B2K fan. I wanted just to meet Omarion. I wanted to be involved on the business side of stuff. Like I said, I've always, been interested in PR stuff. So yeah, but okay, cool. So we meet up, he gives me flyers. I'm like going crazy, like passing out flyers. I'm talking about like, who spends money on like fake flyers. And it wasn't like no cheap paper. It was the whole like shebang, the whole 9 yards. So I'm passing out flyers, like telling everybody, telling all my friends, yo, Marian's coming to school. Everybody's like really? But my dumb behind, I'm just like promoting this stuff. And so he calls me like a week later, and he's like, yo, man, I got some bad news. And I'm like, what's up? And he's like, Marian just upped the price. And I'm like, no, get out of here. He's like, yeah, man, says he wants, a couple more stacks and something. He's like, my bank account is this and that. I got the money, but I'm waiting for a check from an investment I just made. So I'm like, dang, like, that sucks. And he's like, yo, you think you can help me? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I don't even got money like that now. And he was like, yeah, I would hate to cancel all this. And da-da-da. He's like, if there was a way you can get me a couple of stacks, like I would pay you back with interest and all this stuff. And I had a gut feeling. I'm just like, I really should be doing this. But I put him down with somebody close to me, and I kind of like arranged for them to meet up. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to be there when they met up. It was just like, yo, be there this time, make the deal happen. When they met up, that's when it went from, write him a loan. Because I thought I was being smart. Again, young kid, being naive. I thought I was being smart. I filled out the contract, like got the signatures, all that. And so they met up and completely forgot about what I had said. And it went from giving him a stack to giving him like 6 stacks. And I'm like, whoa, like that's a lot of money. Like, one stack is a lot, but if this dude turns out to be a liar, then we only out 1,000. But then it turned to like 5,000-6,000. So I wasn't too happy when I heard that. That wouldn't have flew if I was there. I wouldn't have been that dumb to give him that much of money. And then it just from there, y'all, it went from that to like putting a car in someone that's close to me's name. And I can't really talk. I think I've already said too much because we're still pretty much in court. I don't even think the court, all the court dates and stuff is done with this. But yeah, it went from that to like putting a car in this person's name. And then he ended up stealing the car. And it like, I can't even begin to talk to you about how many lies. And then on top of that, he tells people he's like 24, 23. And so the person I put him up with, they was like, yo, I thought you said he's 23. And I'm like, yeah, he is. They're like, I checked out his license, and dude's like 27. Like he was older, like way older. I know they say he's 27 now, but so he lied about his age. And see, this is how he gets people though. I guess like the person I put him on to was like, yeah, I wanted to see if he was legit. So he took me to his mansions, and like, so I guess he like takes people's keys or rents. I don't know how he does it, but he makes a good case. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, dude, he's good at what he does. Like, I gotta give him his props. Like, he's a good liar, and he has all these celebrities, all these chains. Like, he had cars with the butterfly doors, all that. Like, I don't know how he does it, but he's a good liar. And unfortunately, I was a victim of that. Still out a couple grand. Hopefully, maybe one day, probably not. I won't get that money back. But yeah, like in and out of the courts dealing with this. Just, I really hope that with this being all over the internet, I hope that another person won't be a victim of his scams. And see, he would go from like Tampa, chill there for a while, go to New York, then go to Boston, and I guess Connecticut too now, and just rip people off, take people money, and he would get away with it from traveling so much. And if you look up his police report, grand theft, one of those grand thefts was from stealing my stuff. But I don't know. All I can say is Andre Vann, Showcase the Kid. Yeah, he used to go by that name. Whatever he goes by, just don't be dumb. Don't be a victim like I was. And like I said, I know people are going to be like, oh, you're dumb. And that was my life fuck up, was trusting him. And I don't know. I just hope he gets, I don't wish bad on anybody. I just hope he realizes that you cannot get away with treating people like that. Like, it's going to catch up to you. And I just hope that nobody else has to be a victim.
That video is about 10 years old, all right? So it sounds like he's got a track record, guys. If you type in Andre Vann, okay, who sounds like also went by the name of Showcase the Kid. He claims to be Jermaine Jackson's son, and he is a well-known scammer with a track record, okay? So right now he's targeting a lot of the Trump supporters, which is what even made me even look into the story a little bit more, because he was doing music videos in support of Trump. He has a YouTube channel that supports Trump, and his music videos are in support of Trump. So that is where his targets are. Okay, so if you're a Trump supporter and you see this man in a rally, a Maga Jackson, run for the fucking hills and don't give him any money, because this man will scam you. He's gone to the YouTube streets to try to spew more lies about how he's the love child of Whitney Houston and Jermaine Jackson. He is not. He's a known scammer, and he's got a track record. So definitely putting this out there, guys. If you see this man by the name of Maga Jackson, His name is Andre Vann. Please look him up on Google. You will see a track record of many years of scamming. Okay, he goes by Geppetto. He's gone by the Show Kid. He's gone by a couple other aliases, but his real true identity is Andre Vann, and he's a known scammer. And right now, he's targeting Trump supporters. I will make sure I upload those little screenshots to my membership. Make sure you guys join. All right, rabbits out.